Okay, hi, hello. Anyways, welcome to my first vlog of my solo trip in Greece. Last year I did this, but I did it on TikTok and I got no engagement. I got some engagement, but I'm trying to say I didn't find my niche audience. And everyone is telling the black girls to go away from TikTok and take it to YouTube. So let's try this again. And hopefully I can find my audience. Maybe, maybe not. I'm here on a solo trip, but I do have a wedding to go to, so there's that. If you scroll through my channel, you'll also see that I work a corporate job and I'm also an artist. I write and I act. So yeah, I'm deciding to take YouTube a little bit more seriously and try to be consistent in posting and talking about me, my life, I guess. Yeah, so let's see how this goes for me. You're gonna hear the background because the Greek folks are out and about, but I'm in my hotel right now basically, and I'm super jet lagged. This is officially my first day. I'm trying not to sleep, so I'm gonna go walk out in the sun and maybe try to get my nails done. So we're gonna keep the beat super light today because I actually have to change my hotel rooms. And they're being super accommodating and super nice and super sincere about it, so I really do appreciate the hotel for doing that. But basically there's a little problem with my room, and so they're switching me out. They're gonna do the change for me. I just have to like repack all my stuff, and I'm definitely the person that like when I go somewhere I like to like unload all my stuff. So I did that, found my problem, was like, you guys, we need to switch this room out. So I use my Milk Grip Primer. I've been using this stuff for like a year now. Absolutely love it. I'm just gonna put some Anastasia on the brows and brush these things up. I did chemically laminate it before I got here. So this is gonna be my third time in Europe. My third and last time for a while, let's say that. One, because the US dollar obviously is not stretching as much anymore. Leave it to the US to do that. And then two, I kind of want to go explore other parts of the world. I think next I'm trying to go to Brazil and then explore South America a little bit more. My dollar will stretch more out there. And yeah, and Brazil has like the largest black population outside of Africa. So I want to go see what they're doing down there. How is black life for them? My first time solo tripping was when I went to Portugal last year. I documented the whole experience on my TikTok, did daily vlogs and everything. And it was absolutely wonderful. I loved it. Hence why I'm doing it again. I met a wonderful lady. I like stayed in her house basically for like a month, and then I would like stay in hostels as I hopped around the country. I visited about like 5-6 cities, so it was super sweet. And so I knew that my friend was gonna get married in Greece, so I decided, you know what, this year I'm gonna do it as well. Solo tripping is where it's at, you guys. You don't have to worry about people's timelines, people's attitudes, their feelings. I did do my first European trip with like this friend of mine. It was cute or whatever, but she got passive aggressive at some of the parts, and I felt like she didn't consider my feelings. So like during the trip I actually got mad, and it's like, I'm in Europe for the first time. I shouldn't be getting mad at someone, but I know this probably looks crazy, but I'm gonna fix it afterwards, I swear. So I'm not even gonna really do foundation, just concealer and contouring. Can go a long way. Some dark spots. So after I'm done with my makeup, I'm gonna put on my outfit, and I'm gonna take a little walk around town. I want to see, I'm staying in downtown Athens, so I want to see what that area is like. Last time I went to Europe, well, the first time I went to Europe, I was in France, and I stayed in the 7th arrondissement, I believe, so I could see the Eiffel from where I was at. And it was like pretty touristy and bustling. When I went to Portugal, I did basically, the mainstay was like in a neighborhood away from the city, so like a simple suburban neighborhood. And then when I would travel to different cities to visit the country, I would stay in old towns. This time it's gonna be a little mixture. I'm downtown. It's my first time doing something like that, and I am gonna be downtown. Then I'm gonna have an old town stay when I get to Crete, and then in Santorini, I don't think it's an old town per se, but it's like a touristy part, but like not in the touristy part of Santorini. It's called like Emergovoli or something like that. Mind you guys, I came to this country and I don't know a lick of Greek at all. I don't even know how to say hi or thank you. When I was in Portugal, I did learn some of the language. I picked up pretty well, and that's because like it's French and Spanish based to me. That's what it sounded like, and I'm familiar with both the languages. I speak a little bit. I'm learning to speak French more fluently, but I do speak Creole, so it's kind of like easy for me to pick up that language. And then I studied Spanish for like 8 years, so every time I order a taco in LA, it's always in Spanish. When I'm out today, I do plan to get lunch. Also, I am gluten-free, so it'll be interesting to see how to navigate that in this country. It was a little hard in Portugal, I'm not gonna lie, but I did find like dedicated, like 1 or 2, honestly, dedicated gluten-free restaurants versus LA, where there's like a whole bunch. Okay, eyebrows looking a little bit better, but they're gonna improve before I leave this house, I swear. I just always find it easier to kind of like make them messy, because our natural eyebrows can be messy sometimes, and then perfect it as it goes along. I'm not gonna use that much concealer and things like that, because I don't want to seem too caked up. Literally just need to wake my ass up. Guys, I am jet lagged. Like, I did not sleep at all during Greek time last night, because technically it was like 5 p.m., 3 p.m. in LA by the time the nightfall came here. So I was just up on my computer doing some work, not like my corporate job work, but other things that I need to do. Like, I want to take content creation a little bit more seriously. So just like establishing profiles, creating content. I really think I'm gonna start my TikTok over, because like I said, like the algorithm just be playing with me, and I don't have time to figure out whatever algorithm box they put me in. I kind of just like want to start over and see if I'll pop off on TikTok like that, because I like making content that's like a little bit more edited, and sometimes TikTok skews to the more natural, but I like kind of adding like a cinematic look to my my content, and that's because I act and I write and I make films. Actually, I have a short film coming out, and I want to kind of like incorporate that in everything that I am. So I don't know, we'll see about TikTok. It's so iffy. Like sometimes we hate TikTok, we really do, but that's why I'm here. And I also, I'm just like in a phase in my life where I really don't like working my corporate job. I kind of blocked them on everything, so hopefully they don't find my YouTube and fire me too early, because I'm not necessarily prepared financially to make the jump, but I do want to make the jump into something else that just allows me to kind of like be my own boss, because I'm tired, and a little bit more flexibility and freedom to just make my own money. And I'm tired, not tired because, oh, I hate waking up in the morning just working. It's the pile on of all like the microaggressions and just being a Black girl in that space, basically. So yeah. Okay, so we did our concealer. Let's do some quick contouring because we do need to make it out of here. We're just gonna add some of that, do some of that, put some here, underneath there. I was on set one time and a makeup artist always taught me to contour up because you want to lift your face up. I learned how to do my makeup mostly from YouTube. YouTube University. So thank you to all those girls in 2014 that taught me. And then I picked up some like tips and tricks from makeup artists who have touched my face over the years for like different projects that I was on and things like that. And they just like giving me some tips. We're gonna have to blend that orange thing out over there. So yeah, thank you to them. And then hit that nose. And we're just gonna reinforce that with my contouring powder. And then we're just gonna take that contour powder underneath the eyes. Give me some natural shadow. Make it seem like I did the most this morning, and I didn't. And take it underneath. So I kind of mentioned this, but while in Greece, my first stop is in Athens, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna be here for like a week almost, yeah, basically like a week, and then I move on to Santorini where my friend is getting married, and then I'll be there for a couple of days. I'm definitely gonna see a black sand beach, which I'm super excited about, and then after that I'm gonna move on to Crete. Still need to book my hotel though. I know which one, I just haven't booked it yet. Hopefully it's still available. But yeah, so I'll be in Crete for like my last couple days, and then I fly back to the US. Okay, great. Settings powder, I'm using Laura Mercier. I really do like this brand, but I don't really use, I use like their highlighter. I don't know if I bought it. Sometimes I use their concealer. I mean their setting powder. This one is a translucent color, so it's supposed to like match you or just be translucent. And then I did bring a little bit like in a sample jar of my Fenty one that I use all the time, but I'm just gonna pop this on. Okay, cute. We're gonna line our lips with the Satchel lip stain. I only brought one. I have several colors in these, but this one is a color I like the most. Honestly, I feel like they show up the same on me. Okay, I know it looks wild right now, but it's gonna make sense, I promise. It's gonna kind of act like a lip liner just to give myself some color. Okay, and so while the lip stain still does its thing, we're just gonna add some blush to give my face some color. And since I don't really doing too much on my face right now, we're gonna mix this little sparkly one with that one. Hopefully you guys saw that. And go up here like that. A makeup artist also taught me to kind of bring it to my temples to help like warm up my face. Great. Now I have a little mole that I like to highlight. I have several little moles. But we're just gonna add a little on top of the mole. Alright, the trick to this satchel is kind of scrunch your lips up and find it where it peels. And just kind of peel it from there. And we'll get better at it though. Okay, so like I said, we're not gonna do that much. We're just gonna go ahead and finish and spray it off with the Milk Hydro to give me that dewy look. Ooh, perfect. I'm gonna take some lip gloss with an orange tint from the beauty supply store and just pop it on here for some added color. Put on my mascara. Hopefully this makes me look more awake. And that's it. I think I look more awake. What do you guys think? So I got some treehouse braids, goddess braids, but not that curly, more with the body wave hair. Also, it's real human hair. This took me forever to do. Okay, so I already detangled and wet it and conditioned it last night, and then just braided it so that it could be a little bit more wavy, curly this morning. Really not gonna do too much. I think I'll take you guys around town with me, throw in little clips here and there about my first day. It's still a little wet, but yeah, these are the treehouse braids. Basically the perimeters are braided, and it's like really small, and in the middle is actually a good old-fashioned sew-in. This still took a while to do. Okay, usually I would do like a middle part bust down. That's how it's kind of shaped for it, but kind of filling this. I'm just making sure it's covered all the way in the back so the track don't show. Just make some things go like that. Okay, cute. What do we think? Yeah, this is it. I'll see you guys throughout the day, I guess. Bye. Okay, so I just had lunch at this restaurant called Athénée, Athénée. They sat me alone in the back. No one's in my section, but the guy was really nice and sweet to me. I don't know why they sat me back here, but it's okay. I'm a solo traveler, and I do be by myself a lot. Everything is like closed on Sunday. I don't know if I like that, but yeah, everything's closed on Sunday, so I wanted to get my nails done. I don't think that's happening. It's okay. I'm just trying to stay up, so I fall asleep tonight because the jet lag is lagging for real. Okay, so one of my main goals while I'm out here is to get earrings for the wedding. I'm trying to go for an all red monochromatic look, so I need red earrings. Everything I have is basically gold, so I want to do like all red. I want red stylish sunglasses, and I also want a pair of shoes to go with my welcome dress, like the welcome dress for the events and stuff like that. I don't have any shoes to go with it. It's a satin pink Manière de Bois dress that I've had in my closet for years, so I'm hoping to find that out here somewhere. So the goal is red jewelry, all red, maybe hints of silver because the shoe has silver in it, but I'm trying to steer away from gold, and then the glasses. But we are in an old town called Plaka right now. I love old towns when you go to these places, and it's a little bit more touristy, so everyone is kind of out. So I bought that tour ticket, and it stops every 15 minutes. It lasts me for 48 hours, so 2 days. So I got off my first stop, which is Plaka, and then I'm gonna explore this old town. Then I'm gonna go visit the museum just to knock it out and say I did it on like my first day, and like to keep my ass up so I can beat my jet lag. And after that, we'll hop on and go explore other sites. Okay, now I am eating yet again because your girl is hungry. I got my second pair whole earrings. They're like these off red ones, which is really cute, but I'm still looking for like big statement red earring pieces to go with this dress. I looked at some glasses. You know, they were a little out my price range. Like, I'll pay like 50, 80, 100 for some sunnies, but these things were like $400, and you get 22 euros back because it's tax-free. You just have to write it off in April. Hilarious. But we're about to eat at this really cute blue and white restaurant. Hopefully the food is good, so I'm gonna add it to my guides and my Benable. And I'm sitting in the perfect corner to people watch. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, I'm about to have such a good time. Okay, so I bought some more jewelry. Did I accomplish what I needed to get for the wedding? No. I did get one red earring for my second hole, so there's that. I do need the first hole, and I still need the sunglasses. But I actually made it to the museum, and I am so tired from walking, you guys. I am not gonna make it to this museum. We're gonna have to come back tomorrow because the site towards seeing ticket that I got is for 48 hours. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna stop and see everything. Today was me exploring Plaka. I really just stumbled onto this. So today was just me exploring Plaka, seeing where all the stores are at, seeing if I want to come back to something. Usually when I only did this, well, I've done it like 3 times now, but in Portugal, kind of like every city or area that I visited, I kind of like got something as a keepsake. And for me, collecting jewelry is much better of a keepsake than like the things that they be selling you, because it's like I can actually wear it. So yeah, so I got one pair of earrings for the wedding. This is gonna go in my second hole, and I got traditional Greek style rings. I kind of want to show you guys. It's the ones with the eyes on it and stuff. don't know if you're gonna see it through the bag. It's very cheesy, very corny, very traditional, but super cute. The stacks will look really good on my fingers, so can't wait to add it to my little jewelry box. We are taking a little break, but the sun is gonna set in literally like an hour, and I think I should try to make it back to where I'm staying at, because I'm staying downtown. I don't want to be caught up a little too late, because you know downtown is always sketchy. Downtown is not like what people think it is. It's always sketchy downtown, and I realized that. Plus I got a new room, so I have to go unpack and settle into that, and then I want to try to catch a grocery store. So where I'm staying, I'm gonna do a tour of it like tomorrow. Where I'm staying has a little kitchenette, and that's part of my economic plan of solo traveling. Like, you're gonna cook some of your food, because I spent all day out today, you guys, and okay, I spent all my little coins on feeding myself, and not even purposeful spending. Like, I spent some money. So I am going to go get groceries. I think that's gonna be the last stop before I get back to my room. And then I have my leftover breakfast from this morning. I have my leftover fourth meal from today, or third meal from today. I usually eat like 4 times with some snacks. So this is my third meal, and I'll probably eat this for the rest of the night, and then tomorrow I have my breakfast, and then I can like start cooking some food too. I'm probably gonna bring a little lunch bag on my adventure back to this area, because I got the sightseeing tour, so it's gonna take me all over. Yeah. Oh, and I need to find somewhere to get my nails done before I leave for Santorini this Friday.